What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know already, my name is Raquel and I'm actually just going to jump right into it. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to apply lashes. I know a lot of people are struggling with applying lashes, and I'm just here to show and share a few tips that I know of and that I've helped clients with, or that I've showed clients and they were actually able to apply lashes before they left my store. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So first I'm going to show you the things that you are going to need. Of course you're going to need your lashes. Today I am going to be using the I'm going to be using the iEnvy lashes in the style number 31. I love these lashes. If you're looking for affordable but full glam, I would say they're natural, but in the full glam world, natural. They are wispy, they're super affordable, like I said, and I did get these from the beauty supply. I think they were like $4 or $5, but once again, these are in the style 31. They do have other styles as well. And then you will also be needing eyelash glue. My favorite one, my favorite kind of lash glue is from Tarte. I swear to you, this glue keeps my lashes on like no other. I wore lashes to Six Flags. Yes, I wore lashes to Six Flags, and I actually used this glue and they did not come off at all. My eyes were watering. We were going on, what's that, right? Goliath. There was so much wind. My lashes were still in place, honey. I was still slinging at Six Flags, okay? So I highly recommend the Tarte glue. And I do have it in black and I do have one in clear. If you're beginning, I would suggest that you use the clear just because it's more foolproof versus the black. If you mess up it, you will see black glue. Other than that, you will be needing mascara, which this one is Caution from Hourglass, and you will be needing applicators. So I do have two different type of applicators. You can also use fingers, it's totally up to you. But number one, the one that I use all the time is going to be these tweezers here. As you guys can see, they are super pointy. So if you're beginning, I probably wouldn't suggest these because I don't want you to poke your eye out, but maybe something more so like these because they are more round, as you can see. Aside from that, you will need some small scissors as well, because you will need to be measuring and trimming if there is any extra lash. Also, for one side of my eye, I'm going to be showing you how I do my lashes when I wear them. I do apply liner, so I'm going to be doing one with liner on this side, one without liner on this side. And the liner I'm going to be using is the roller liner from Benefit, which is a felt tip liner, and it's black. And last thing you'll be needing is a mirror. So I do have a mirror right here in front of me, my Ricky mirror. Or you can have or use a handheld mirror if you have one of those. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up my lashes. And first thing I want to say is when you open your lashes and you're getting ready to take them out of the packaging, you don't want to pull the hairs. If you pull the hairs, you're going to pull the hairs out and it's going to mess up your lashes. So when you are taking the lash out of the package, you want to pull from the band. It's hard to do it when I'm not looking at it, but yeah, you want to pull from the band. Or you can just literally lift the band up. All right, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to measure your lashes. As you can see, I do have smaller eyes. So it's very important for me to measure the lashes because you don't want your lash to be hanging off on this side. It's gonna look crazy and it's gonna bother you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my lash with my fingers and measure this way. You can also use your applicators if you are not great with fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look down into my mirror or if you have your compact mirror, you're gonna look down into your compact mirror, and I'm gonna measure really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and place it down in the center, place it down on the end, and then the inner. And whatever is hanging off is what you're going to cut off. So you're just gonna cut off the excess. So I just have a little bit hanging off there. If you are wondering like, how will I remember what to cut off? Most lashes do have like separation, as you can see. There is like little spaces in between lashes. So I kind of use that as my measuring tool. So one of these little spaces is what I'm gonna be cutting off. Cut from the outer. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and measure again. And if you're unsure, just make sure you're cutting little by little. So that way you're not cutting too much, because you cannot go back. Well, you can try to re-glue it together, but it's gonna be difficult. So I'm just cutting the same on the other side, since I already know my measure, like how this lash fits my eye. Perfect. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be applying the glue to our lashes, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and take my tweezers for this part. And when I hold my lash, I hold it pretty close to the band, but I'm not holding the band, and I'm also not holding the hairs right here. So you want to hold it more so in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my glue. For myself, I'm going to be using the black glue from Tarte, just because I'm out of my clear, unfortunately. But yeah, that's fine. I can do it without my clear glue. So I'm just painting a thin layer onto the band. You want to make sure you're not using too much glue, because it will drip down into the hairs and then it'll mess up your lashes. So just painting a small or a thin layer of glue. But don't not use enough glue. Like, don't be scared to use the glue. Just make sure it's not too much to where it's dripping down onto the hairs. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do the other side. And now that I have the glue on there, I'm gonna go ahead and let that sit. So that is one thing that a lot of people mess up on. They don't give their glue time to get tacky. And if you're just putting it on while it's wet, it's not gonna stick. So when it's not sticking, it's gonna slip and slide. Now you have glue all over your eyes, and now you messed up and you wanna take off your whole face because your eyes have glue on them, and yeah, it's a hot mess. So please give them time to get tacky. What I normally do is I'll do something else, like I'll do my liner or my lipstick or whatever while I'm waiting for my lashes to dry. Well, not dry, but get tacky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let those get tacky, and I'm going to go ahead and go in with my liner on this side, just to show you how I prep my eye for my lash. So one benefit for the liner, and which is why I like to show my clients this tip, let's say you, without the liner, you're putting your lashes on and it doesn't get as close to your lash line as it needs to be, then you'll see the space in between, and like you can see that it's not attached to your lash line and your skin is visible. With the liner, you won't see your skin, you'll just see the liner. So what I'm gonna do is do a thin line of liner right here on my lid, on my lash line. I'm not doing anything crazy, I'm just doing a thin line. If you're not very handy with liquid liner, you can also use this like pencil liner or even like a dark eyeshadow, because eyeshadow is easy to clean up if you mess up. But yeah, I just use liquid liner because this is my favorite one. All right, so now you can kind of see the difference. This side, I will be able to put my lash right on top of the liner, versus this side, I might have issues. Well, I won't, but you know, you might have issues getting the lash super close to the lash line. All right, so my lashes should be ready. Another tip, if you, let's say your lashes were sitting there getting tacky or whatever, and now you don't know which lash goes on which eye. So the lash with the longer hairs on the outer, that will be on the outer part of the eye. So this one, the hairs on this side are longer. That's gonna go on my right side. The hairs on this side of my other lash are longer. It's gonna go on my left side. So the shorter hairs are always on the inner part of your eye. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and place it. Once again, I'm holding it in the center of the lash. I'm not holding it on the band. I'm not holding it on the ends of the hairs here. What I'm gonna do is look down into my mirror, place it in the center, place it on the outer, place it on the inner, and bam. Look at that, like the lash is already on. All right, once again on the other side, and I'm not gonna use the liner. I'm gonna place it on the center, place it on the outer, and place it on the inner. All right. So I do like to let mine dry a little bit before I do my mascara. Now's your time, would be your time to adjust before they dry down. So if anything's bothering you, just wiggle it or move it a little bit, just so that you're comfortable with wearing your lashes. Another reason why I like to place my lashes, like lay the outer before the inner, is if you're blinking and your lash is too close in here and it hurts, that means you need to move them more on the outer, or that means you need to trim them again because they're too long, like width wise. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with my liner just to even this part out a little bit. I liked it to be a little bit thicker. There we go. Personally, I like how it looks with the liner. I mean, it doesn't look bad without it, but I just like how it looks with the liner. I feel like it shapes my eye more versus this side it doesn't. But yeah, so that's pretty much how you apply lashes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my mascara, the Hourglass Caution Mascara. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do it on my real lashes. I'm not really gonna put it on the false lash, because if you get mascara on the hairs, once again, it's gonna mess up your lash. Just wiggling it through, which also helps blend your false and real ones together. There we go. And bam. And that pretty much concludes my video for today, and I hope that these tips and tricks help you guys apply lashes. I know it's not easy. It takes patience and it takes practice, so don't give up, because girl, when I first started putting on lashes, I was a hot mess, I promise you. And I promise you guys are going to end up getting it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this tips and tricks video worked for you, and I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Bye.